It's time for high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast of high school sports on the NCWLIFE channel is presented by Alignment Pros, Automoca, Color FX, Global Car Care, One Way Construction, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Biosports Physical Therapy, and the Windmill Restaurant. Now let's go live for all the action for tonight's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCWLIFE channel.
Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Wenatchee High School. Eric Granstrom with you here tonight, where we bring you live broadcast of a non-league game between the Wenatchee Panthers and the Ferris Saxons out of the Greater Spokane League. Ferris off to a 2-2 record so far. They're 0-1 in the Greater Spokane League. And going to be an interesting one here tonight. Patrick Loftus, Wenatchee Panthers off to an 0-2 start, but very competitive in those two games so far. We'll talk more about the matchups, and we'll talk to both coaches as we continue here on the pregame show at Wenatchee High School. It is Ferris and Wenatchee coming your way next on the NCWLIFE channel.
The pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Our pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE channel as we get ready for Wenatchee and Ferris tonight. Now talking with Patrick Loftus, the head coach for the Wenatchee Panthers. Off to an 0-2 start, Coach. You graduated some key people off of last year's squad. How do you replace them?
Yeah, I mean, we lost a couple, as you said, a couple of real key players, most of our starting rotation and most of our rotation. We got a group of girls coming up, most of our junior class. They really love to compete. So we're just a matter of getting them the experience, getting them up to speed with the varsity level of play. But I'm really looking forward to what we got. I don't think it's going to be any one player necessarily, but if we play together, we pull them together as 5. Defense is 5, offense is 5. That's how you do it. So.
For those who are just tuning in, they're not in the basketball world necessarily, so they don't know that the work begins long before just this month. You have off-season, you have the summer workout plan and things like that, and that really plays into how well you're set up for the season. How did the off-season workout go?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, we had a couple of real key players that were with us all throughout the summer. We have a lot of girls that are multi-sport, so a lot of them are doing different things, but we were able to get together a few times, really kind of put in some of our stuff, get some of the preliminary set up for when we get into the season. And again, I'm just really impressed with how hard this group works. Looking forward to coaching them up. So,
what do you know about Ferris, and is it about them, or is it more just about you trying to still instill the offense, defense for your club?
At this point in the season, a little of both. I mean, we've played Ferris the last couple years. They have a new coaching staff. They played some tough games. They played down at Davis. We saw them play Shadle. So we've gotten a little bit, just seeing how they like to play. They're a pretty aggressive team. Got some good athletes. But yeah, I mean, we're focused on what we can do better in terms of improving game by game, quarter by quarter at this point. So,
well, best of luck here tonight. I know the girls will have some fun, but stay healthy. That's the most important thing.
That always helps. Yeah.
Patrick Loftus joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back and talk with Scott Ward, who's the head coach of Ferris. As he said, new guy in town. We'll talk to him as we continue on the pregame show next on the NCWLIFE channel.
Können Sie mir das Problem sagen?
Meinen Zylinder überschwemmt. Flute. Ich habe mein Fugen verloren.
Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragen schließen. Hey, you.
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
2-1. Our pregame show continues here on the NCWLIFE channel as the Wenatchee Panthers prepare to take on the Ferris Saxons, now with their head coach Scott Ward, who's familiar with a round ball but a little smaller than this one filled with air. The baseball coach now taking over the basketball duties. Well, how's it been so far? I know you guys are off to a 2-2 start.
Yeah, it's been fun. Really young team. We got 5 freshmen, 5 sophomores on the varsity, 1 junior, 1 senior. So young group, but play very hard. Got to stay out of foul trouble and take care of the ball a little bit better. But they play hard. They have great effort. They're good kids, and I think the future's bright. Just some growing pains early. But,
sure.
Yeah.
So what's your focus? How do you like to approach the game? Do you like to have defense that converts into offense, that type of thing?
Yeah, we like to pressure defense. We like to get up in full court press. Unfortunately, we got one of our kids who's really good at that is sick today, and she's out. So, and then we got another girl who's at a soccer tournament. So, but we're still going to try to play up tempo and pressure the ball and cause turnovers that lead to fast break points, and we'll see if we can do that. Hopefully, we stay out of foul trouble so we can keep doing it. So,
GSL is awfully tough conference to play in. What do you know about Wenatchee coming in? I know there's some history there for the last 2-3 years of the teams playing together, but you being the new guy, what do you know?
Yeah, I know they're a little new, kind of like us this year. They got a lot of new faces, but they got Worley. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah. And she's a good player. She's a shooter, and anytime you got a 6-foot-plus girl that can shoot the ball, it's a matchup nightmare. So we're going to hopefully do our best to slow her down and make other players beat us. And we got to rebound the ball. I did notice they had some girls who really crashed the boards well, and we got to block out and go hard for the basketball. So it should be a good game. I know last year they had a couple good games with them, and hopefully this one is too.
Well, best of luck here tonight. Keep everybody healthy, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Okay, there you go. Scott Ward joining us here on the pregame show. We'll come back with more and the lineups coming up next on the NCWLIFE channel.
What's your auto mocha emergency?
It's a Paprika mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
Welcome back once again to Wenatchee High School as we get ready for the starting lineups to be announced here tonight as we get ready for basketball on the NCWLIFE channel. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by the Alignment Pros at Express Lube. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros at Express Lube, including front and four-wheel alignment online at alignpros.com or at 182 Eastmont Avenue. Also by Automoca. What's your Automoca emergency? Visit one of their 6 locations in the valley, including the only Automoca with inside seating on 5th Street across from the college. Here are the lineups here. First of all, for the visitors, the Ferris Saxons with the red uniforms trimmed in gray and white as announced by their head coach Scott Ward. He's assisted by Donnie Santos, Hannah Zender, Eugene Burgess, Jade Harris, Skip Crater, and Taiwan Roberson. The starters, a 5'3" freshman guard wearing number 1, Elliot Hentz. Also starting at guard, a 5'3" sophomore wearing number 3 is Ashlyn Campbell. Wearing number 5 is a 5'5" sophomore guard, Lainey Erickson. Bailey Warnica is a 5'6" sophomore wing. She's wearing number 13, and number 33 is Mason Younger, a 5'10" senior forward. The non-starters for the Saxons here tonight, Trista Dammel, Bethany Merritt, Mackenzie Tollett, and Sky Ramirez. There you go for the Ferris Saxons. Meanwhile, for the Wenatchee Panthers, coming in with a record of 0-2 in overall play. They have yet to play their first Big Nine contest of the season. Their head coach is Patrick Loftus. He's assisted by Miranda Smith, Greg Jones, and Sierra Franks. Starters: a 5'2" junior wing wearing number 1, Olivia Ramirez. A 6'2" senior post, Cammie Worley, wears number 3. Number 5 is Missy Bennett, a 5'4" junior wing. The 6' senior post player, Isabel Pelayo. She's wearing number 21, and number 22 is Emily Redmond, a 5'8" junior wing. The non-starters for the Panthers here tonight: Josephina Albert, a 5'7" sophomore. Maddie Peters, a 5'6" junior. Kristen Sanford, a 5'6" junior. And Beth Chavilicek, a 5'7" senior. Those are the lineups. Our officials for tonight's Mark Colander is our referee. He's assisted by Jim Jar and Ray Harder. As we get ready for basketball tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel, our broadcast brought to you by Color Effects, offering screen printing, embroidery, digital printing, and logo design for your team, school, business, or church at a fair price. Locally owned for over 20 years. Call Color Effects at 509-741-7609. We'll take a break and come back and get our anthem out of the way as we get ready for this non-league tilt between the Wenatchee Panthers and the Ferris Saxons, coming your way next on the NCWLIFE channel.
You don't want to see this happen. It's the oil light on your car. Oil is the lube of life for your car's engine. At Alignment Pros and Express Lube, they pour the best oil your car deserves. Expect fast, friendly, superior service in a clean environment. They'll change your oil and perform a 21-point inspection while you enjoy the comfort of their amazing waiting room. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hey everyone, did you know that the NCWLIFE channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCWLIFE has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at ncwlife.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCWLIFE, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home.
Wonderful job at our national anthem here tonight. And as Dan Kunst likes to say, a partial sellout here at Wenatchee High School as we are celebrating the holidays. Hopefully everybody's having a good holiday season so far. And bringing you some early season basketball tonight. Just a single game. Normally it's double headers with the girls first, the boys to follow. But not the case here this evening. Wenatchee, by the way, in its first 2 games of the season, falling to Pasco 67-40. And then to Southridge last week by a score of 55-53 last Saturday. As we get ready to go here, the Wenatchee Panthers in the home whites, trimmed in purple. Ferris Saxons in red, trimmed in gray and white. Mr. Colander tosses the ball up. Cammie Worley tips it offside, and it's picked up by Wenatchee as the Panthers will have it. Pelayo run it down and hits it up to Worley. Cammie will drive it down the right side, stop and prop from 20 feet. A little bit too strong. Offensive rebound. Turn around on the block. They try to get it across the key. They do, but the shot off the window is no good. This time a defensive rebound by Mason Younger. They're going to call a held ball. Possession arrow out to Ferris, so the Saxons will have it. Just underway here at Wenatchee High School tonight. Appreciate you joining us on the NCWLIFE channel. Eric Grandstrom here courtside with your play-by-play. On the web at ncwlife.com. Streaming live here tonight. Might have a few folks watching in from the Spokane area. Ferris out of the Greater Spokane League, off to a 2-2 start on the season. They work against the zone defense. There's a shot from outside. Good. 2-pointer. Up and good for Mason Younger. And the first lead of the ball game is by Ferris. As we'll keep track of lead changes, turnovers, and such. Here's a drive for Wenatchee. Shot high off the window. Drawing the foul is Olivia Ramirez. Nice hard drive by Ramirez, and the foul is on her counterparts. Number 1, Elliott Hentz. And it's the first foul of the ball game. To the free throw line to shoot 2 is Olivia Ramirez. First free throw by Olivia is off the mark. She'll get one more to come. Cheerleaders are here. Small contingent of student body as well. On this Friday night. Second free throw up and rims out, no good. Worley could have been called for over the back there. Ferris wrestles away the rebound, and they'll get it up into the forecourt. Campbell will work it right side to Younger. Younger outside on the top of the key to Erickson. They'll go down low, turning in the paint, putting the shot off the window, no good, but she got her own rebound, did Younger. Now she'll kick it out for a three-pointer, good for Hentz. So a 5-point lead here for Ferris. Wenatchee still trying to get on the scoreboard. Rimming out on that shot from outside was Isabel Pelayo. Rebound defensive, and here comes Ferris pressing it again. Campbell outside, she'll kick it back to her, and a three-pointer, good. Splashdown for Ashlyn Campbell. 6:20 to go, and an 8-0 lead here for the Ferris Saxons. So the unfriendly visitors so far. Cammie Worley is going to shoot the three, trying to find that first bucket of the ball game. Instead, the ball clangs off the iron, kicks up over the top of the backboard. It'll go over to Ferris. Early going here at Wenatchee High School, but Panthers need to make a stop, get a bucket down the other end, trailing it by 8 early. They'll go high to Younger. She'll hand it off. Now kick it outside for Hentz. Hentz cross court it goes over to Campbell. Campbell on the drive. She'll kick it out. Circle it around. Nice job of dipping and then kicking, and now the drive and a shot, and it's good. It was Ashlyn Campbell with the 2. She's got 5 points, and it's a 10-0 lead here for Ferris to start this ball game. Wenatchee desperately needing a bucket. Bennett with it, stops at the high post, gives it up to Redmond. Redmond out to Worley. Worley rifles a pass inside. Shot high over the top of the window by Ramirez. Does not draw anything but the top of the backboard. It goes over to Ferris. Saxons up 10-0 here in this first quarter. Not even 3 minutes into the ball game. Directing traffic is Campbell. Campbell works off a pick out top. Now comes back left. Tried to give and go. She will give it, but the goal comes right to Wenatchee, and a turnover, and then a foul going to be called. So the first turnover of the ball game comes against the Saxons, and the foul is on Younger. That's her second team foul. Cammie Worley will bring the ball in back court. She'll give it in to Missy Bennett. Bennett will run the offense here, crosses midcourt, picked up there by the man defense of Campbell. Zone for Wenatchee, man on man here applied by the Ferris Saxons. Worley goes left side. Here goes backside is Pelayo. Had the ball stripped away, got it back in the paint, turns, shoots it up, off the window, no good. Boy, Wenatchee just can't buy a field goal. Ball stolen away by Worley. Worley had the ball stripped from her. Left-handed layup, no good. Another layup, no good. Ball volleyballed around inside. Here's another shot on the way by Wenatchee. It's no good. They're 0 for 9. Worley is blocked. Now another block inside, and a foul going to be called. Goodness gracious. Foul is on Youngers. That's her second foul.
The foul is number 3.
And to the free throw line for Wenatchee will go Emily Redmond. Panthers 0 for the night so far. First free throw is good. Finally, a bucket falls. Maybe that will prime the pump here. Substitution for Ferris as Trista Dammel comes in. Where's number 21? And a second free throw for Redmond is up and good. So Wenatchee finally gets their first points of the ball game, comes from the free throw line. And it's a 10-2 contest with 4:24 to go here in the first quarter. Outside to Hentz. Hentz picked up by the man defense there. Well, it's stretch defense, if you will. Another three-pointer on the way. Good. Boy, somebody's got a hand in her face. 6 points for Hentz, all from beyond the arc. It's a 13-2 ball game, and there's a steal coming back the other way. Turnover for Wenatchee. It is Dammel all the way down, lays it up and in. So Dammel off the bench for 2. 15-2 the score. 13-point lead for Ferris. Wenatchee on the perimeter to Worley, outside the arc, drives to the top of the key, stops there, turns, shoots, rims, falls. Camby Worley finally with a field goal for Wenatchee over half the first quarter before they get their first field goal of the ball game. 3:38 left here. And another substitution came in moments ago for the Ferris Saxons as Tollitz came in. And here's a turnover as Wenatchee comes up with it. Lead pass all the way down the floor. Layup is missed. Body to the floor on the shot was Bennett. No whistle. Rebound by Ferris. Quickly up is Hentz. Hentz wants to drive it down. Takes it to the baseline. Puts it off the window and through. 8 points for Hentz. 17 for the score. We're going to get a wholesale substitution for Wenatchee here in a moment on the next dead ball. 3:04 to go in the first. All Ferris here to start this ball game. And now nearly picking the ball away. It's loose, and it is another turnover for Wenatchee. They'll pass it in the paint, ball kicked away, and Ferris gives it right back to the Panthers. Worley, lead pass ahead. Bennett underneath, turns, shoots, too far under. That's Ramirez. Got it back. Ramirez forces it up again. It's no good. Offensive rebound. Putback's no good. Goodness. The ball just won't go in. Finally, a foul is called. And Palaio will get some free throws. And the foul is on Tollett. That's her first. Fourth team foul. So that's the only good news for Wenatchee here in this first quarter as they trail at 17-4. And to the free throw line goes Isabel Palaio. First free throw is good. Substitutions here for Wenatchee. Panthers bring in Kristen Sanford. We'll get the rest of those substitutions here in a moment as Sanford is in. Also coming into the ball game for the Panthers was Albert, number 12. Second free throw is up and good for Palaio, and she'll be replaced in the lineup here by Peters. So 3 new bodies in there for Wenatchee, Sanford, Albert, and Peters, as Wenatchee trails at 17-6. Running the offense is Campbell down for Ferris. She'll go high post to Younger, then get it back, then shoot it up, miss the shot. Rebound defensive by Wenatchee. Good job by Sanford. She'll race it up the floor, picked up there by the tight defense. Outside of Dammel. Dammel picks it away, coming back the other way. She'll stop, and she'll get fouled and head to the free throw line. Another turnover for the Panthers. That was forced by Dammel with some good defense there. The foul is on Albert. That's her first. That's the first team foul whistled against Wenatchee here in the ball game. And our first free throw of the contest comes for Dammel, who just came off of the bench and got a bucket right away. Her first free throw is off the back of the iron. No good. One more coming for Trista Dammel. Second one's up. It's off the mark as well. Rebound defensively by Worley. Camley will bring it across the midcourt stripe with 2:03 to go here in the first quarter, trailing at 17-6. Circled it around, then stop at the elbow. Look for some help. Here's the drive and the kick. Here's looked at the long three. Won't shoot it. Now drive down the lane on the pass. Missed the shots. Layup attempt by Albert. No good. Rebound picked up by Ferris. Miserable shooting night here so far for the Wenatchee Panthers. They're going to kick it outside for another three-pointer. Nothing but net for Ashlyn Campbell. Her second three of the ball game. We're going to get a full timeout taken by the Wenatchee Panthers. We'll take a 60-second break on our broadcast as well. With 1:36 to go here in the first, 20-6. Ferris on top. We're back after this.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise.
Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Global Car Care's technicians are ASE Master Techs and well versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you're all set.
These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
So after the timeout, Wenatchee trails at 20-6, 14 points, the largest lead of the night here for the Ferris Saxons. Trying to improve to above 500 on the season. They come in at 2-2. After the timeout, Wenatchee breaks the press, then driving it all the way, and they're going to call a travel on Albert. Fourth turnover unofficially here for the Panthers in his first half of play. Substitution here. Back into the lineup comes Elliot Hentz. Also back in comes Lainey Erickson to replace Tristan Dammel. Dammel with some quality minutes in relief here for the Ferris Saxons. Looking to the bench for the play call is Campbell. Campbell will break the midcourt stripe. Picked up by the man defense, but Drugger pivot foot. Travel call. Fourth turnover for Ferris. Our broadcast tonight on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you by Global Car Care, a quality auto repair facility with highly trained technicians celebrating 25 years in the car care business. They speak your car's language at 1840 North Wenatchee Avenue. Wenatchee on the drive. Left-handed layup is good. Finally, somebody found the bucket. 2 field goals in the first half. In this first quarter, that's 2 points for Peters, and it makes it a 20-8 contest. Panthers getting a little more aggressive on the defense. Ball loose on the floor, picked up. Then here comes the arm stretched out. Ball's going to go out of bounds into the Wenatchee bench. Turnover. Nice defense there for the Panthers, getting more aggressive. Coach Patrick Loftus very animated during that timeout, saying, ladies, we got to wake up here. Running the offense is Albert. Albert goes right side to Worley. Looked at the three. Now she'll shoot it. It rims off. No good. Rebound offensive. Put back on the way. It's good. Emily Redmond with the follow. Cuts the lead to 10. 20-10. Outside with the ball is Campbell. Campbell pestered there. She'll hand it off to Younger. Younger playing with 2 fouls. Stops at the free throw line. Then takes a nice crossover step. Makes the bucket on the run. Boy, beautiful, beautiful play by Younger. Here's a drive and the layup on the way. No good. We're going to get a blocking foul, and that's going to be on Younger. That's going to be her third. Good aggressive play there by Albert. She'll get 2 free throws out of it, and the foul on Younger is her third already in this game. So the 5'10 senior forward going to have to head to the bench here for Coach Scott Ward. Meanwhile, free throw first of which for Albert on the way. Nothing but net. Good. Substitution, Tollett comes back in here as Younger will have to sit the pine here for the rest of this first half, for the majority of it, with 3 personal fouls already, 5 team fouls on Ferris. Second free throw rattles out, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say it touched Ferris last. So apparently Tollett got a finger on it, but Kinsey had the ball go off of her hands, and so Wenatchee basketball, baseline right side. Bounce pass into the paint, and a quick shot on the way is good. Emily Redmond warming up from inside. She's got 5, make that 6 in the ball game, and they cut it down to a 9-point differential, 22-13. Here's the drive by Ferris. Down the lane it goes, and at the buzzer, the shot for Elliot Hentz is no good. Well, it started darn ugly, but finished much more pretty for the Panthers as they trail at 13, make that 22-13. We'll take a 60-second break, get you ready for the second quarter of play here at Wenatchee High School. Ferris on top by 9. We're back after this.
The pros, alignment pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee. When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
One quarter of play, 22-13. Ferris on top, hitting it from outside with 8 points apiece for Elliott Hentz and Ashley Campbell, both with 2 3-pointers in that first quarter of play. Panthers led by the 6 points of Emily Redmond, all basically in the final 2 minutes or so of that first quarter. There's a backdoor pass attempt. The ball fumbled around and then picked up by Ferris. Another turnover for Wenatchee, their 5th of this first half. They'll go top of the key. Nearly a travel could have been called against Campbell again. Campbell picks up the dribble, hands it off on the pass across the way to Warnica. Outside it comes to Erickson. Erickson a little give and go out top as they'll give it up to Campbell again. Left side it comes to Hentz. Hentz with the dribble. They're getting a better job of getting those hands out on those 3-point shots. Here's the drive by and a kick outside for a 3-pointer. They're going to say a 3-pointer. Good for Warnica. That's her first 3 of the ball game. So 3 players good from outside here for Ferris. Now the drive by Redmond. Nice aggressive play down the left side of the lane. Emily does not get the shot, but she does draw the foul. That'll be the 6th team foul against Ferris. And this one will be on Mackenzie Tollett. That's her 2nd personal foul. And Redmond was perfect from the line in her first 2 chances of the ball game. And this first one here, of course, I had to say she was perfect. Misses it off the mark. Wenatchee now 5 of 9 from the free throw line in this first half of play. Second free throw by the lefty is good. 25-13, 7:13 to go here the first quarter, or first half, I should say. Second quarter action here at Wenatchee High School. Panthers have really notched up or ratcheted up the defensive play, and well, I don't know what you could do with a 3-pointer like that. Lainey Erickson with her first field goal is a 3, 28-14. Back to their largest lead is Ferris at 14 points. Sanford out beyond the perimeter, stretching that defense, trying to find somebody inside. They get Worley wide open, lay in, missed it. Could have been a foul called, I thought, maybe on a bump on the body on Worley as she took it up to the rack, but no whistle. It will go out of bounds off of Ferris, so it'll be Wenatchee's basketball. Inbounds by Peters, baseline right side. I didn't think that touched the rim, but nonetheless, here's a drive, left-handed shot, up, no good. Offensive rebound, though, by Albert. Tried to put it back up, lost the handle, goes off to Ferris. Another turnover for Wenatchee, their 6th here of this first half. Right side to Hentz. Hentz down to the corner for a 3-pointer. Warnica, no good. Rebound is defensive by Worley. Tallest one out on the floor. She should get it. Worley's going to take it coast to coast. Stop and pop from 20. Good! Worley's second field goal to the ball game makes it a 12-point differential, 28-16. Elliott Hentz, the 5'3" freshman guard, does a good job handling that basketball outside for the Ferris Saxons. Hands it off to Campbell. Campbell for a long 3-pointer. It's no good. Rebound tapped around, loose on the floor, bodies on the floor, and it's coming up into the hands of the Panthers. Thinking twice about pressing it was Albert. She'll stop and shoot a long 3-pointer. I think that was partially checked. The ball is defended well there underneath on a rebound by Ferris. Wenatchee drops back defensively as they rifle it ahead to Hentz. Hentz drives it down, takes it all the way down the lane, and draws the foul. 2 free throws coming for Hentz. The foul on Wenatchee is on Albert. That's her 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul. Only the 2nd free throw coming up in the ball game here for Ferris. First free throw by Elliott Hentz is good.
Returning to the Saxon lineup.
Substitutions here. Javilicek comes in for Wenatchee. Also, Olivia Ramirez comes back in. Second free throw here by Hentz. Off the mark, no good. Javilicek rebound for Wenatchee. Outlet pass goes to Peters. Peters will give it up to Missy Bennett, who's going to run the offense now as Worley gets a chance for a breather. Bennett drives it down to the elbow, kicks it outside. Here's the dribble drive, left-handed shovel on the way. It's no good, and the rebound battle for underneath after Peters' miss. Offensive, but then they lose the handle on it. So now quickly back the other way, streaking down the court is Dammel. Dammel backs it away from the defense. Nice job by Javilicek getting back there. Kick out for a 3-pointer, rims out, no good. Rebound, Beth Javilicek again. Nice job defensively right there. And she's gotten a reach foul, and she'll head to the other end to shoot 1-1. The foul is on, oh my, Mason Younger. That's her 4th. Well, I've got her for 4 personal fouls. They say 3 on the board up there. We'll have to check. Maybe they shared that foul with somebody else earlier, but I've got Younger with 4 personal fouls. Beth Chivilicek, meanwhile, to the free throw line for 1-1. First on the way, good. So Beth off the bench for a point. She's in the books. 29-17 the score. She'll try to cut that lead back to 11 on this next free throw. Chivilicek, the 5'7" senior, missed the shot. Rebound tapped around, still loose. Far sideline, finally picked up by the ladies in red. As Ferris comes up with it. Nice job of dribbling by Trista Dammel. She'll hand it off to Hentz. She'll run the offense between the circles with 4:47 to go here in this first half of play. Handoff on a little out around the horn. Warnica goes. Has a little weave out top. Down the drive, down the lane, and a whistle going to bail her out as Elliott Hentz was kind of off kilter in the paint. But the defense comes over, and the foul is on Missy Bennett. That's her first, 3rd team foul. So Wenatchee's still in good shape foul-wise. So you don't want to give up anything easy down the lane. 9 points for Hentz. Missed the first end of the 2. 1 more to come. Also tonight, you've got LaSalle at West Valley, Sunnyside's hosting Kennewick, Meads at Eastmont, and Davis at Kamiakin. That's on the girls' slate here tonight. Still non-league for the Big Nine. They'll start the league schedule tomorrow. Second free throw also missed. Rebound picked up by Sanford. She'll bring it across the timeline. 21 on the shot clock, 4:28 on the game clock. Sanford drives down, kicks over to Ramirez. She'll kick it outside. Looked at the 3 Bennett did. She won't shoot it. Now a little give and go, and it was too far out in front. Another turnover for Wenatchee. Back the other way. They're going to call a travel. Should be. No, they're going to call a foul. My goodness. The foul is on Sanford. That's her first. That's a 14 foul. I thought simply she tripped. Maybe I didn't see it. Patrick Loft is standing in front of me here, so I'll say I was screened from the play. But it looked to me like she just flat out tripped and fell. Ball comes in. Tipped away for a moment to Dammel. Dammel gets it back. Hands it off to Hentz. Hentz backs away from the defense applied by Ramirez. Works off a pick out top, just inside the arc. Shoots it. Rims out, no good. Rebound picked up by Ramirez. Olivia, good job. Stops and hands it off to Peters. Peters goes left side to Bennett. Missy looking. Now starts the dribble. They stretch that man defense. Works off a pick out top. Stops, then feeds down to the corner for a long 2-pointer. Rims off short, no good. Rebound picked up. Offensive putback, no good. This time defensive rebound. We're going to whistle. And a foul, I think, on Ramirez, who was down low on the shot by Sanford. It is on Ramirez. That's her first. That's the 5th team foul on Wenatchee. So closing the gap foul-wise. Meanwhile, back into the lineup. Well, actually, for the first time tonight, comes in Bethany Merritt. Also back in is Trista Dammel. Let's see who's out there as well. For the Ferris Saxons, they have Sky Ramirez. Inbounds play comes into the backcourt against a little pressure, but Campbell's able to break that no trouble. Everybody else backs away with 3:30 to go in a 29-17 ball game. They've have the Saxons by as many as 14 in this first half. Right now it stands at 12. There's a long 3-pointer off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound fumbled around, still loose inside, picked up by Dammel. Dammel kicks it outside. So back it away, look at the 3 again. It's on the way, good. Splash down from outside by Merritt. Boy, who does not shoot 3-pointers on this team? 32-17, largest lead now at 15 points. We'll get substitutions for Wenatchee coming up. The shot on the drive by Ramirez on the baseline right side. Missed it. Defensive rebound by Warnica. Boy, the ball has just not been falling from the field goals here for Wenatchee in this first half of play. Ferris, Campbell, Dammel, drive, shot, run, window, through. Dammel's got 4 in the ball game. It's a 34-17 difference. 17 points now, largest lead. Chivilicek can't hold on to the rack down low. Loses it. Another turnover for Wenatchee. That's 8 here in this first half. Now the drive, penetration, kick out in the corner. They look at the 3, won't shoot it. They feed it back inside for the drive of the baseline. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be off of Wenatchee. on the drive by Warnica. Here comes the starting 4 of 5 back into the lineup here for Wenatchee. We're going to get a timeout first, though, taken by Ferris with 2:14 to go here in the half. We'll take a 60-second break on our broadcast as well, with Ferris on top, 34-17. You're watching basketball tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, did you know that the NCWLIFE channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCWLIFE has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at ncwlife.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and featuring local people and events. NCWLIFE, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
After the timeout taken by Ferris, Saxon's basketball. They'll get it in on the offensive end. A drive in the paint. The shot up a little bit low by Dammel, picked up by Wenatchee on the defensive rebound. With just over 2 minutes to go in this first half. 17-point lead for Ferris. Shot taken by Wenatchee on the left-handed by Albert. No good. Rebound Worley. Got it back, though, on her miss. Got it back again in the paint. She'll dribble away from the pressure. Tried to step around. Now kicks it outside to Sanford. Sanford, further out it goes. Then back to Worley. Looked at that NBA three. She'll take a couple of steps closer, but then airball it to the end line. Minute 40 to go. 17-point lead here for the Ferris Saxons. Our broadcast brought to you by One Way Construction, a premier custom home builder and construction company for North Central Washington, including general contracting. As the drive on the baseline is going to be another foul called. We'll get the foul and continue our commercial message here. The foul is on Wenatchee's Isabel Palayo. And to the line here will be Tillette for 2 shots. One Way Construction, general contracting, framing, concrete, consultation services online at onewayconstructionnw.com. Back in comes Elliott Hentz. And one more free throw after the first miss by Mackenzie Tollett. It's good.
Returning to the Saxon lineup, number 13, Bailey Warnica.
Back in also comes Bailey Warnica. For Ferris, she will replace Merritt. They'll swap bodies defensively. The officials hold the ball until everybody's set with 1:32 to go. And a 35-17 differential here. 18 points. Wenatchee with the drive. Another foul going to be called. A lot of whistles in this first half. This time it will be Kristen Sanford heading to the free throw line for 2 shots. And the foul is on Ashlyn Campbell.
Shooting 2, number 33, Kristen Sanford.
So Sanford to the line here for the Panthers. First one on the way is good.
Returning to the lineup for
also back in the lineup here for Ferris, Trista Dammel. She will replace Campbell. And our broadcast tonight brought to you by the Windmill, a time-tested restaurant providing traditional steakhouse meals and a homely old-fashioned dining room open 7 days a week, 4:30 to 9. Call 509-665-9529. Missed on the free throw. Rebound picked up by Ferris with 1:21 to go here in this first half. Been all Saxons in the first frames, and a nice defensive play here. Ball loose. Albert going for it, but they're going to say a timeout taken before the skittery across the floor. I thought maybe there could have been a travel call. We'll keep it right here on the NCWLIFE channel. A reminder, our broadcast also brought to you by Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning. They service all brands of commercial and residential HVAC systems. Call 509-884-6444 for more information. Well, what's coming up this weekend? If you missed our broadcast last Friday, a very entertaining one between the Cashmere Bulldogs and the Eastmont Wildcats in boys basketball. That's coming up tomorrow on the replay at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Tomorrow at 7, Nanaimo and Wenatchee Wild Hockey. Then on Sunday, it's Eastmont and Wenatchee Girls Bowling. That'll start at 1. And then Merritt and Wenatchee Wild Hockey from back in October. That'll be Sunday night at 7 here on your exclusive television home for the Wenatchee Wild, the NCWLIFE channel. After the timeout by Ferris, Saxon's basketball. And a three-pointer, nice block out there applied by Emily Redmond. Got a hand up and rejected that ball. Now back the other way. The Panthers come with 52 seconds left in the half. Out top to Worley. Left side it goes. Here's a long two-pointer by Redmond. Actually, they're going to say that was a 3. Rebound defensive, but stepping on the end line, out of bounds. A turnover for Ferris. That's their 6th here of the first half. And it'll go out to Wenatchee with 43 seconds left in the half. Worley gets it in, fumbled around by Palacios. She got it back, but then throws it out top and throws it away. Here comes streaking is Hentz. She'll lay it up, miss the shot. Rebound defensive for Wenatchee. Nice job. Now quickly sprinting out into the forecourt. She'll take it all the way down the lane herself. Puts the lay-in up, no good. On a shot by Kristen Sanford. Good hustling play. Ball goes out of bounds off of Ferris. Shot clock is off. 26.9 seconds left here in the half. Worley gets the ball. It came in, bounced off of the knee of Redmond, and then Cammie was still gliding in from out of bounds. So the last point of her shoe touch was out of bounds, so touched her hand. So that means she's still officially out of bounds. So that's why it goes over to Ferris here with 18 seconds left. They'll kick it out. Now the drive. Now the kick again. Here's a long three-pointer off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound picked up by Wenatchee after the miss by Tollitz. Worley with 7, with 6, with 5. Worley stops, turns with 3, with 2. Here's a long three-pointer. Rims off the front of the iron, no good. On a shot for Wenatchee by Kristen Sanford. Well, all things considered, to trail by 17 at half when things would just not fall from the field in that first half of play, you got to feel pretty lucky, as also including all the three-pointers raining here from Ferris, as they lead it at halftime by a score of 35-18. Wenatchee just 5 points in the second quarter to the 12 scored by Ferris. We will take a 2-minute break and come back with more here from halftime at Wenatchee High School, where the Ferris Saxons lead the Wenatchee Panthers 35-18. Our score at half. We're back right after this.
Kommen Sie mir das Problem sagen.
Meinen Zylinder überschwingt. Flute. Ich habe mein Fugen verloren.
Keine Sorge.
Global Car Care. We speak your car's language.
Fragen schließen. Hey, you.
Well, I got a leaky transmission, my head gasket's shot, and I could use some new brake pads.
That dog don't hunt.
Global Car Care. We speak your car or truck's language.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
Welcome back to a church quiet Wenatchee High School, where the Panthers trail the Ferris Saxons here at halftime. 35-18 our score at the half, as Ferris jumped out to a 22-13 lead after one and outscored Wenatchee 12-5 in the second to lead it here at halftime 35-18. Their largest lead, 18 points in that first half of play. and they had a lot of three-pointers in that first half. In fact, 2 by Elliott Hentz, 2 by Ashlyn Campbell, and a three-pointer apiece for Lainey Erickson, Bailey Warnica, and for Merritt off the bench. And that's a lot of three-pointers, and that's a big reason why they lead it here by 17 at the half. They're led by the 9 points of Elliott Hentz, 8 points for Ashlyn Campbell, 4 points for Mason Younger, 4 for Trista Dammel, 3 points for Lainey Erickson, 3 for Bailey Warnica, 3 for Merritt off the bench, and 1 point for Mackenzie Tullett. Foul situation is an interesting one. Now, I had Mason Younger for 4 personal fouls. They had it on the board for only 3, so we'll have to check that here at halftime. But a foul apiece for Elliott Hentz and Ashlyn Campbell, 2 fouls for Mackenzie Tullett off the bench in that first half of play. Ferris unofficially in the ballgame with 6 turnovers in that first half. And I mentioned their largest lead at 18 points. Wenatchee has never led this one. Also from the free throw line, I guess that's about the only thing against Ferris you could say aside from the fouls in that first half, as they were just 2 of 7 from the line in the first half. Meanwhile, for the Wenatchee Panthers, they were led by the 7 points from Emily Redmond. She got 6 towards the end of that first quarter, so 7 here at halftime. Cammie Worley with 4, 2 for Isabel Pelayo, 2 for Maddie Peters, and 1 each for Kristen Sanford, Josephina Albert, and Beth Chavilacek. Wenatchee 8 of 14 from the free throw line in that first half of play, and with 9 turnovers. So a lot of work to be done here for the Panthers as they get ready for the second half here, taking on the Ferris Saxons. Our broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Biosports Physical Therapy, providing the best environment, most qualified, experienced therapists in North Central Washington. You have the right to select your healthcare team. Why wouldn't you choose the best? Choose Biosports. We'll be back with more here at halftime at Wenatchee High School, where it is the Ferris Saxons leading the Wenatchee Panthers 35-18. Back with more at half right after this.
Hey everyone, did you know that the NCWLIFE channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCWLIFE has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at ncwlife.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCWLIFE, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frapita Mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate Frapita.
Definitely the espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha Frapitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise.
Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Global Car Care's technicians are ASE Master Techs and well versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you all set.
These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
Welcome back once again here to Wenatchee High School, where the home team has, struggled through this first half as they trail at 35-18 to the Ferris Saxons here at halftime. Going to have to try to figure out how to stop the three-point rain from Ferris and also make some more shots close in the paint. Plenty of opportunities in that first half. I would hazard a guess that Wenatchee shot maybe 15% from the field in that first half. It was just like there was a lid on top of the rack, and it just would not fall. Our broadcast tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by the Windmill Restaurant of Wenatchee, priding itself on being a local legend. For 80 years, the Windmill features slow-roasted prime rib, highest quality hand-cut steaks and fresh seafood. Homemade dressings and pies are made daily and are the mainstay of this legendary landmark restaurant. The Windmill has a full bar and an excellent selection of beer and wine from which to choose. Call the Windmill today at 665-9529. Also by One Way Construction, founded in 2000. One Way is a premier custom home builder and construction company in Leavenworth, Cashmere, Chelan, Wenatchee, and North Central Washington. Whether your project requires general contracting, framing, concrete, or consultation services, they want to be part of making your vision a reality. They believe that great communication and customer service plays the most important role of a successful construction project. Find them on the web at onewayconstructionnw.com. Well, coming up for Wenatchee, they will be back here at home tomorrow against the Meade Panthers. Another team from the GSL coming in. The Meade Panthers, by the way, across the river at Eastmont tonight, so they'll stay in town, get ready to take on Wenatchee tomorrow. Early game tomorrow, 1:45 here at Wenatchee High School. Then the Panthers next Friday will be home against Davis, and I believe we have that one here live on the NCW Life channel. Yeah, next Friday live here basketball, as we'll have the doubleheader with the girls first, the boys to follow. 5:45, I'll be here courtside for your play-by-play on that one. Then next Saturday, well, at Moses Lake at Eastmont, boys and girls, and the girls first at 5:45. Grant Olson will have your play-by-play on that one here on the NCW Life channel. Again, our score here at halftime, 35-18. We'll take another 60-second break, get you second half action on the way next on the NCW Life channel.
You don't want to see this happen. It's the oil light on your car. Oil is the lube of life for your car's engine. At Alignment Pros and Express Lube, they pour the best oil your car deserves. Expect fast, friendly, superior service in a clean environment. They'll change your oil and perform a 21-point inspection while you enjoy the comfort of their amazing waiting room. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
So the only way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time, and that's what Wenatchee will have to do here, although it's a pint-sized elephant, if you will. 17 points is not impossible. You just got to make some stops and make some buckets on the other end. Wenatchee had a lid on the hoop in that first half. See if they got the mechanic out to replace that and get it out of there here as we get ready for the second half. Ferris going to shoot a long three-pointer. It's off the mark, no good. That's a good way to start. Cammie Worley with a rebound here for Wenatchee. Panthers with their starting five: Olivia Ramirez, Cammie Worley, Missy Bennett, Isabel, that is. Now the drive and a kick outside for Worley. Looked at the three. She'll shoot it from there. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound tapped around, picked up offensively. No, defensive rebound here for Ferris. Again, screened by Patrick Loftus, the head coach for Wenatchee. Here's a drive, and travel should have been called. It is. Turnover here for Ferris. So, small victory maybe, but a victory nonetheless. 2 times down the floor for the Faxons and no points on the board. Other starter for the Wenatchee Panthers, Emily Redmond out there. Meanwhile, it's Hentz, Campbell, Erickson, Warnica, and Younger for Ferris. Ball handled by Bennett. Off to Ramirez. Ramirez out top. Here's the three-pointer for the lefty Redmond. It's way off the mark. No good. Rebound picked up by Ferris. And a whistle in the backcourt here. The ball was tapped out of bounds. It'll be off for Wenatchee. 7 minutes left here in the third. 17-point differential. No scoring yet here in the second half. They go backdoor, underneath, pass across, shot from outside, no good. Rebound tapped around, and a held ball going to be called. The possession arrow is out to Wenatchee. And so the Panthers, the beneficiary of that hustling they play there by Isabel Pelayo. Nice job by Isabel. So, 4th trip down the floor for Wenatchee in this half. See if they can get some points this time around. Handling the basketball, Missy Bennett gives it up to Olivia Ramirez. Down in the corner goes to Redmond. Redmond starts a dribble, passes it up. to Pelayo. Pelayo looking, now back to Ramirez. Ramirez on the drive, kicks it out to Bennett. Bennett back to Ramirez with 6 on the shot clock. She'll drive it down, kick it outside. Here's a three-pointer on the way. It hits off the back of the iron, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, good. Redmond. Emily's got 9 in the ball game. See, there's your first bite of that pint-sized elephant. Right side, here's a three-pointer on the way. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound, Redmond. So 0 for 5 is Ferris on its trips down the floor. That's how you do it. Bennett to Worley. Worley kicks. Pelayo outside of Redmond. Redmond back to Worley. Cammie looking for help. Counts on her. Feeds to Missy Bennett. Bennett with a dribble. Then you kick. Pelayo looks, won't shoot. Redmond will, though. And off the mark, no good on that three-pointer. Rebound defensive for Ferris. Now fast break opportunities. The defense flash. They'll get it ahead and spinning in the lane, laying it up and good. First point of the second half comes from Mason Younger. That's her 6th point of the ball game. 37-20 the score. Well, it is official. There's only 3 fouls on Younger. I had her for 4 in that first half, so she only has 3. Here's 3 by Worley. It's off the mark. Boy, Cammie's having a hard time shooting here tonight. Now bumps on the foul. And that'll be the first personal foul on Cammie Worley. First team foul. First foul called, in fact, of this entire second half. Here's the substitution. Wholesale for Wenatchee again as Josephina Albert comes in. Also Maddie Peters into the contest along with Sanford. So 3 subs for Wenatchee. Get a little quicker a foot out there and a little more tenacious on the defense. Ashlyn Campbell works off the defense. Worley comes out, taps the ball around, picked up, turnover, second of the half. Worley stops, pops from 5, had that ball partially checked. It goes out of bounds off of Ferris and will be Wenatchee basketball. Inbounds play will come baseline left side by Maddie Peters into Worley. In the paint, swoops up the shot. Good! Worley's got 6. 37-22, 15-point differential. Kick outside, looked at the long 3, won't shoot it. Campbell drives, then kicks, then they feed it off again. A little weave out top. Here's a three-pointer off the front of the iron, no good. And maybe that lid was just on that end down there because now Ferris can't seem to find the crowbar to get it loose. Now the drive by Wenatchee. His shot is blocked. Comes up in the hands of the Panthers, but standing on the end line was the person who drove. That's Maddie Peters. And so it'll get over to Ferris. Substitution here for Ferris. Trista Dammel comes back in. Hence with the inbounds play. Gets it into Erickson. Laney will dribble across the timeline. Picked up there by the man defense. She'll hand it off to Hentz. Hentz works off a pick, then picked up by Worley, and they're going to call Cammie for defending a little too tightly there. The foul on Cammie is her second team foul. 15-point differential. All you want to do if you're Coach Patrick Lofton and his club now is get it down inside 10 as you head to the fourth quarter. That's it. Lob pass in, kick it out. Then to Dammel. And the ball out of bounds off of Wenatchee. Inbounds play baseline right side. Laney Erickson will bring it in. Younger fronted there by Worley. We'll get the ball into her. Looking down, back door. They didn't see her spinning. Nice move there by Younger. Can't make the shot though. Rebound fought for. Held ball called. Possession to Ferris. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Ferris. We'll keep it right here during this 30-second break on our broadcast. And let you know our broadcast brought to you by the Alignment Pros at Express Lube. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros at Express Lube, including front and four-wheel alignment online at alignpros.com or at 182 Eastmont Avenue. Also by Automoca. What's your Automoca emergency? Visit one of their 6 locations in the Valley, including the only Automoca with inside seating on 5th Street across from Wenatchee Valley College. Eric Grandstrom with you courtside here at Wenatchee High School. This is a 15-point differential short timeout taken by Ferris. Their second 30, so they're left with 2 fulls here. Wenatchee still with 4 timeouts in the second half. Longer discourse for Patrick Loftus to his team. So they come out after the timeout. Inbounds play comes in, and a foul going to be called. Count the bucket for Younger. Nice inbounds play there. Younger got free, and they call the foul on Wenatchee's Emily Redmond. That's her first personal, 3rd team foul against Wenatchee. So trying to make it a 3-point play is Mason Younger. The 5'10 senior forward's free throw is good. Substitution, Ramirez comes in for Ferris. Back in comes Campbell. 40-22, back to the largest lead of the ball game by Ferris at 18 points. So Wenatchee took a couple of bites of that elephant and then spit it back out. Now they spit it out even further on a pass down low and a turnover. That's the 10th of the ball game for Wenatchee. Out top is Dammel. They'll go down low for the drive. Right-handed shot on the run was Erickson. It's no good. Another held ball call, this time possession out to Wenatchee. 3:19, quick moving third quarter here.
Jump ball possession, Wenatchee.
Officials had to talk about it here. Our officials, Mark Colander, Jim Jarr, and Ray Harder. Jim came over to the scorer's table, said, oops, we didn't get that arrow switched. So now possession on the next held ball is out to Ferris. Dribbling off of a foot here. Boy, Drammel has tough, tight defense. Foul call.
The foul is on number 5.
Foul was on Erickson. That's her first.
Erickson's first, 3rd team.
That is the first team foul on Ferris. Inbounds pass knocked out of bounds by Erickson. As trying to bring it in is Josephina Albert. Josephina in front of the Wenatchee bench. Too little hard for Redmond, but the ball picked up on the weak side. And an offensive putback, no good. Rebound fumbled around again on the floor. And what do we got here? We're going to get a travel called. As wrestling for the ball on the floor down there was Bailey Warnica, but then she rolled over. And unless you're doing some fancy dribbling there, that's going to be a travel every time. Inbounds play for Wenatchee. They need to get it in. They finally do to Redmond. Redmond will shoot it, miss it from the left side. And the rebound tapped outside. Wenatchee still with possessions. Another shot missed. Redmond finally 5 to get 1, and Redmond will get her 4th point of the quarter, 11th of the ball game. That's 16 points. Campbell, left side to Erickson. Erickson brings it back outside, then feeds outside to Campbell. Campbell collecting the pass, starts the dribble, backs away for the defense, works off a pick. Defense follows, taps, knocks the ball out of bounds. It's out to Ferris with 8 on the shot clock. Good job of just defending there by Josephina Albert. Inbounds play comes in Dammel. Dammel, crossover step, drive, and a whistle called. Man, didn't see a touch there, but Mark Colander says, yep, there was. And the foul is on Maddie Peters. That's her first personal. 4th team foul already against Wenatchee. Meanwhile, to the free throw line is Dammel for 2. First one on the way, no good.
Into the Saxon lineup, number 1.
Substitution, Elliot Hentz comes into the lineup here to replace Erickson. Javilicek and Bennett will also come in for the Panthers. And we have a timeout taken on the floor here by Wenatchee, just a 30-second timeout. Again, a reminder coming up tomorrow, we've got more sports on the broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel. Your home for local sports. Cashmere and Eastmont boys basketball on the replay from the game from last Friday. That's tomorrow at 2 o'clock here on the NCWLIFE channel. And then Wenatchee Wild Hockey tomorrow night at 7. Nanaimo and Wenatchee, that's clear back from October 12th, and I want to say that was opening night. Where they unfurled the banners. That's tomorrow night at 7 right here on the NCWLIFE channel, your home for local sports. So after the timeout, one more free throw by Trista Dammel coming up. She's got 4 in the ball game. She's yet to make a free throw. She's missed her 2 opportunities so far. Second free throw on the way. Rims won't fall. And Beth Javilicek there for the rebound. Outlet pass Comes out to Albert. Albert drives it down, takes it all the way, stops and puts it off the window. Good! Albert with 3 in the ball game. It's 16 points again, 40. Excuse me, they gave points, I think, on the scoreboard to the wrong team. There we go. Should be 40-26, I believe, or 41-26 is where it reads right now. 15 points. There we go. Here's a shot from down in the corner. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound, Javilicek again with the hustling rebound for Wenatchee. Minute 43 to go. Chance to cut into that lead a little bit more here. Here's the feed to Javilicek. Laid it up, missed the shot. Rebound, tapped around, bodies on the floor. Inside it comes again. Turnaround shot, off the window, good by Albert. And a timeout taken. We'll take a 60-second break on the broadcast. Minute 28 to go in the third. 40-28 our score. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
After the Wenatchee timeout, the Panthers trail it by 12 now and get the turnover. Whistle going to be called. I think they're going to call Wenatchee for the foul. Oh, that's tough. Tough. Second personal foul on Kristen Sanford. Good defense there, I thought. 40-28 the score. Trying to get it down to 10 here before the end of the third. Minute 16 to do so. Ferris with the ball. Kick outside. Wenatchee, by the way, has outscored Ferris 10-5 here in this third quarter. Ball out of bounds. It's going to go on a turnover over to Wenatchee. That's 3 turnovers here in this second half. 9 in the ball game unofficially for Ferris. So Wenatchee, an uptick on the pressure defensively and starting to hit some buckets on the offensive end. They'll feed left side. Nice job of saving an inbounds down there by Sanford. She'll dribble it back out. Look at the defense. Get a pick off Javilicek. Feed it over to Bennett. Missy backs away with 49 on the game clock. Bennett looking, now feeding left side. Hot hand has been this young lady Albert. And the drive and the shot. Rims won't fall. Rebound is defensive, but falling down. They're going to call a push, I think, on Javilicek. It is. That's her first personal foul. 16 fouls, so that'll be a situation to watch here in the fourth quarter as Ferris will be in the bonus rest of the way here. Any more fouls on Wenatchee? 34 seconds left here in the third. Pressure by Wenatchee. Ferris breaks the pressure with 20 on the shot clock. Outside it comes to Campbell. Campbell between the circles, top of the key. Works off the pick. Picked up by Javilicek, feeds it down to Erickson. Erickson backs away, shoots the three-pointer. Rims won't fall. Rebound. Javilicek again. How about Beth coming through with a defensive board? Outlet pass to Albert. Albert at 5, at 4. Feed inside. Turnaround shot. Good by Kristen Sanford. And just what the doctor ordered. They got a little water to go with those chunks of elephant, and they've cut it down to 10. 40-30 after 3. We're back after the 60-second timeout with more hoops action tonight on the NCWLIFE channel.
Hey everyone, did you know that the NCWLIFE channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? How you prefer to view your news, NCWLIFE has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at ncwlife.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCWLIFE, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Wenatchee outscored Ferris 12-5 in the third quarter, trail it by 10 here. Manageable differential with 8 minutes to go in regulation. So here we go, fourth quarter. Ferris with the basketball to start things off, and it was Ashlyn Campbell with it as they're working on the perimeter. Now the drive, wide open, but a missed shot. Rebound defensive for Wenatchee. Erickson right there on the doorstep, didn't happen. Peters with the ball, brings it up to Redmond, outside Alberts with the drive, down in the paint, turns, nice crossover step, a little too strong off the window though. Rebound picked up underneath by Younger. She's pestered back there. Wenatchee's got to get back on defense unless they want to try to press. They're kind of out of sorts there. Breaking the press by herself, Ashlyn Campbell. Campbell gets it across the top of the key here, stops, and she traded her pivot feet, no call. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Cross court to Erickson. Erickson. Right side, here's a three-pointer. That's off the mark, no good. And boy, there is just something on top of the hoop down there. It didn't work for Wenatchee going that way in the first half, and now won't work for Ferris going to the second half. And meanwhile, Josephina Albert with 7 points off the bench for Wenatchee. It's an 8-point game, 40-32. And Ferris throws it away down at the other end. Youth, inexperience will do it to you every time, and Ferris kind of rattling in their seats right now. They get a full timeout. We'll take a 30-second break on the broadcast with Wenatchee trailing by 8. Getting interestinger all the time. 40-32 our score. We're back after this 30-second timeout.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate Frappuccino.
Definitely espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha for Peters.
A peach Red Bull.
Timeout taken by Ferris. According to my book, they've only got one timeout left. Wenatchee still with 2 timeouts as it's a 40-32 contest. Our broadcast brought to you by Color Effects, offering screen printing, embroidery, digital printing, and logo design for your team, school, business, or church at a fair price. Locally owned for over 20 years, call Color Effects at 509-741-7609. That turnover, the fourth of the second half here for Ferris. They've got 10 in the ball game unofficially here, and have hit just 2 field goals in the second half. Have been outscored 14-5 by Wenatchee in the second half. So difference of fortunes here. Cammie Worley drives the paint. They're going to call a blocking foul, and 2 shots coming for Cammie. And here's where you got to make them when you get them. The foul is on 13. That's Bailey Warnica. That's her second personal foul. Nope, first personal foul, excuse me. And Cammie Worley to the line for Wenatchee. Her first free throw of the night is up and good. Wenatchee 9 of 15 in the ball game from the free throw line. Substitution here as Tollett comes out, and back in is Dammel. And one more free throw for Worley. Rattles out, no good. Rebound defensive, picked up by Warnica. Press here by Wenatchee. And the press works. They steal the ball away. Pass across to Albert. She'll put it up off the window, no good. Rebound defensive. That turnover, the 5th of the second half here for Ferris. They lob it ahead. Wide open down there is the right-handed layup for Mason Younger. That snaps a 14-5 run by Wenatchee, or 14, make that a 15-5 run. Now the drive for Alberts, left-handed run, shot, no good. Rebound picked up by Ferris, and we're going to get a foul in the backcourt. And, oh no, possession, held ball. Again, good Patrick Loftus standing right in front of me. He's covering up the entire basket and the key. Can't see through him or around him. So the basically works like a turnover there. for Ferris. Inbounds play, baseline. They get it into Ramirez. Outside it comes to Sanford, who just checked in, but then they give the ball right back to Ferris on a turnover. Only the second turnover of the second half for Wenatchee. The drive and kick, Warnica kicks it outside, and a long three-pointer off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound defensive on the miss by Younger. Ramirez wants to press the issue. Passes outside. That pass a little bit too strong, however. Picked up on the loose ball by Ferris. Turnover and a whistle and a foul. Will get 1-1 the other way. The foul is on Josephina Albert. That's her. I've got her for 3 personal fouls. And Bailey Warnica will head to the line for 1-1. Ferris not too good from the free throw line. 3 of 10 from the line here in the ball game. As Warnica will shoot her first free throw, and it's good. 4 points for Warnica. She had a 3-pointer back in the second quarter. That's it in the scoring for Bailey in this contest. The 5'6" sophomore wing. One more free throw to come. It's on the way, and it's good. Nice form. 44-33. And we're going to get a reach foul called against Dammel as Albert was coming across the midcourt stripe. The foul on Dammel, that's her first. Inbounds play will come right in front of me here as Albert gets it into Ramirez. Ramirez works it right, looks back left, now hands it off. Here's Sanford with it. She'll drive, put up the runner off balance. It's no good, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound as Sanford came back over the top. Well, Wenatchee reeled them into a point. Sanford's third personal foul. And will traverse ends and shoot some more free throws. Mason Younger will head to the line. She is 1 for 1 from the line so far. Leads Ferris with 11 points on the night. First free throw of the 1-on-1, no good. Rebound picked up by Wenatchee. Albert has had a good game here for the Panthers. Lobs it ahead for Sanford. Sanford looking inside, needs some help. Now passes off to Worley. Cammie between the circles, crossover step, drive. Her shovel shot is knocked away and picked up by Ferris. Down in the corner. That could have been a travel call. Instead is a 2-pointer for Lainey Erickson. And just like that, it's back to a 13-point lead. They had it down to 8, did Wenatchee. Turning in the paint. Here's a left-handed shot. Rims out, no good, but Albert's going to get a couple of free throws. Well, they're being aggressive in there. That is for certain.
The foul is on number 5, Lainey Erickson.
Fouls on Erickson. That's her second personal foul. The 4th team foul whistled against Ferris. And a free throw coming up, a first of 2 for Josephina Albert. It's off the mark, no good. Wenatchee prior to that had been 9 of 15 from the free throw line. So pretty good here tonight. One more free throw to come for Albert. It's on the way, no good. Worley though, rebound, her putback is no good. Rebound in the trees down low, comes up, and it's out to Ferris. Erickson, kind of out of control. I think the double dribble is going to be called. Yeah, she was out of control on that one. And a turnover by Ferris. Their 7th here of the second half. Substitution for Wenatchee. Back in comes Missy Bennett. Our broadcast brought to you tonight by Global Car Care, a quality auto repair facility with highly trained technicians celebrating 25 years in the car care business. They speak your car's language at 1840 North Wenatchee Avenue. 46-33 to score. Wenatchee looking for a bucket. It's been a while since they've had one. Here's a 3-point launch. It's good. Kristen Sanford. She's got 6. Back to a 10-point differential. Hance breaks the press. Feeds inside. Turn. Shot off the window. No good. Worley with a rebound on the miss by Younger. Ferris much colder second half from the field. That is for certain. Ramirez had the ball stripped from her, but Redmond was there. She'll pass it off to Worley. Cammie's going to shoot the 3. Good. Cammie Worley with 10 points. 3:42 to go. Down by 7. Turnaround, shot off the window. Count the bucket and 1. Beautiful play inside to Younger. And a foul is on Wenatchee's Emily Redmond. That's her second personal foul. Substitution, Ashlyn Campbell comes in to replace Trista Dammel, who didn't do any damage this time when she was out there. And meanwhile, to the line, Mason Younger to try to make it a three-point play. Free throw is good. About brought rain with it as well. 49-39. Wenatchee had cut it to 7. Let's see if they can do it again. Ramirez, far sideline. It's to Bennett. Bennett starts the dribble, lobs it in for Worley. Worley fumbles it around, got it, fell to the floor, kicked it out to Ramirez. Here's Bennett for a three. It's short. Rebound tipped by Wenatchee, picked up by Ferris. 3:12 left here in the game. Outlet to Erickson. Feet ahead. Now wide open with the weak side shot. No good. Missed by Younger. Outlet pass. Ramirez streaking down the floor. Had to chase it down. Out of position. Kicks it outside. Now it comes around on the perimeter for a three. It's no good. Rebound is out of bounds in the corner, and it's out to Ferris. We're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Loftus. We'll take a 60-second break and come back as well. 49-39 our score. 2:51 to go. Can Wenatchee pull it out? We'll come back after this.
When you call Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, you get 35 years of experience and customer service in the Wenatchee Valley. Dick's friendly staff strongly believe in repairing before replacing and service all major brands of HVAC units. Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning is your local, independent, trained comfort specialists, proudly serving all of North Central Washington. Call 884-6444 today.
49-39 our score with 2:51 to go here in regulation. Inbounds after the timeout by Ferris. Comes in to Hentz. Hentz will break the press herself. Stop and wait for everybody to converge and try to chew some clock here with 2:43 to go in regulation. Up top, Warnick is going to shoot a three-pointer. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound picked up by Wenatchee. Redmond had it, and then a held ball called, and then possession arrow out to Ferris. So that's as good as a turnover, the fourth for Wenatchee here in the second half. Each team with one timeout remaining with 2:35 to go here and a 10-point differential. Inbounds play baseline left side. They got it in, and a foul going to be called on the quick shot by Younger. She'll get to the free throw line again. Foul is on Missy Bennett. That's her second personal foul. Wenatchee over the edge here, so double bonus the rest of the way for Ferris. And Younger, 5 in the quarter, 14 to the ball game. First free throw here is good. Almost has that Jack Sikma shot where she puts the ball down at her right ear before she shoots it. Little unorthodox, but seems to work most of the time except for that one. Rebound picked up by Redmond. Wenatchee's got to get a bucket this time down the floor. Ramirez drives the paint, lays it up, and the ball blocked, but there is Redmond for the putback. It's good. Emily Redmond. She's got 13 of the ball game, 9-point differential. Panthers reaching here. Just got to make a solid defensive stop with 2:10 to go. Ball outside. Now they'll bring it further to the top of the key by Hentz. She'll dribble it out towards midcourt. Then feed right to Younger. Younger drives, swoops up the shot, missed it. Rebound tap, picked up offensively. Big offensive rebound there for Ferris as they get a new shot clock. Now the bounce pass. Beautiful feed inside to Younger for the bucket. Younger was 6 from the field, 8 points in this quarter, 17 into the ball game. With 1:43 to go, that one could be a killer bucket right there. And a killer transition on a defensive chance on a rebound. Now the ball picked away, stolen away by Ferris, and bumping her was Cammie Worley. She'll draw the foul. Foul on Worley is her third. And we'll get 2 shots at the other end for Bailey Warnica.
Shooting 2 for the Saxons, number 13, Jordan.
Warnica has 5 points of the ball game. She's 2 for 2 from the free throw line here in the fourth quarter. Minute 32 left. Free throw up and good. Well, Ferris had not been doing well from the free throw line in this game, but have done well here in the fourth quarter. Only missed on 2 of their opportunities so far and 6 chances. 1 more to come here for Bailey Warnica. Good. 54-41. Inbounds pass for Wenatchee to Sanford. Can't waste a lot of time here. Got to start casting from downtown. Sanford feeds inside. Turn around. Palayo missed the shot. Rebound picked up by Ferris again. Minute 18. Well, the Panthers made their best run on it. They got it down to 7, but could get no closer. Outside. Hence to Campbell. Campbell works off a pick. Stops at the elbow. Good job by Ferris to eat some clock here. 9 on the shot clock. Down low for Warnica. Wrap-around pass. Clear around for a three-pointer. Good. Ouch. Erickson for 3, 5 of the quarter, 8 of the ball game. 57-41. Wenatchee going to drop to 0-3 on the season. Ferris going to improve to 3-2. A drive foul here on the floor. So it'll be an out-of-bounds play for Wenatchee, and the foul on Ferris is on Lainey Erickson. That's her 3rd personal foul. Appreciate you joining us tonight here on the NCW Life channel. By the way, if you missed your newscast at 6 o'clock because we were doing basketball here, never fear. We have basketball coming up at 8 tonight here on the NCW Life channel. So Olivia Ramirez with the bucket there for Wenatchee. 57-43, 28 seconds, and a steal by Redmond. Turnover by Ferris. Well, there's plenty of positives to draw from this game for Wenatchee. Outside to Bennett for a 3. Rims won't fall. 360 degrees around the rack, won't do it. Outside to Ramirez. She'll drive. Shoot it up from 8. It's no good. Rebound picked up by Ferris, then lost, and then picked up by Wenatchee. And a timeout taken by Wenatchee with 6.6 seconds left, and that's their final timeout. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by One Way Construction, premier custom home builders and construction company for North Central Washington, including general contracting, framing, concrete, and consultation services online at onewayconstructionnw.com. Also by the Windmill Restaurant, a time-tested restaurant providing traditional steakhouse meals and a homey old-fashioned dining room. Open 7 days a week, 4:30 to 9. Call 509-665-9529. Well, no better time than the present to work your inbounds play with 6.6 seconds to go against live fire, if you will. So Ferris coming out here as it's a 57-43 contest. Final timeout by the Panthers here on the offensive set. So why not pretend you're down by 1 and work whatever play you've got. Inbounds pass comes in to Bennett with 5, with 4, with 3, with 2. Got to get a shot away. Bennett will just launch, and it's off the mark, no good, and that will be the final. 57-43 is the final score. We'll take a break and come back and do a little post-game and wrap it up with the stats here on the NCW Life channel as the Ferris Saxons get the win tonight over the Wenatchee Panthers, 57-43. We're back after this timeout.
Everyone, did you know that the NCW Life channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCW Life has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at ncwlife.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCW Life, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home.
Choose the pros, Alignment Pros. When your vehicle needs brakes, shocks, struts, or alignment, choose the experts in their field. Alignment Pros and Express Lube with a 5-star rating. The work they perform on your vehicle is as impeccable as their shop. With state-of-the-art equipment, Alignment Pros can handle all large or small vehicles, specialty cars, lifted or lowered. Alignment Pros does them all. Keep your car in top shape at Alignment Pros and Express Lube in East Wenatchee.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
What's your auto mocha emergency?
It's a Ferris mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha for pitas.
A peach Red Bull.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise.
Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Global Car Care's technicians are ASE master techs and well versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you all set.
These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
Well, the Wenatchee Panthers trailed by as many as 18 points in the first half. Were able to cut it down to 7 in the second half, but they could get no closer to the Ferris Saxons as they fall tonight by a final of 57-43. Wenatchee falls to 0-3 on the season. Meanwhile, the Ferris Saxons improved to 3-2 on the season. The Saxons led by the 17 points of Mason Younger, 9 points for Elliot Hentz, 8 each for Ashlyn Campbell and for Lainey Erickson. Meanwhile, the Wenatchee Panthers had 2 players in double figures tonight, 13 points for Emily Redmond and 10 points for Cammie Worley, but not enough here tonight as they fall to the Ferris Saxons again by that final of 57-43. That's going to wrap it up for our broadcast here tonight. Thank you for joining us on the NCW Life channel, and thanks to our crew, to Jessica Medina upstairs in the crow's nest, if you will, to Dan Kuntz, our line producer here on site, to Caitlin Heddersheet back in the studios, and to the birthday girl, Marion Grandstrom, behind the camera here on the floor. I'm Eric Grandstrom. Again, thanks for joining us, and our final score here tonight is Ferris 57, Wenatchee 43. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching High School Sports on the NCW Life channel. Tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Alignment Pros, Auto Mocha, Color FX, Global Car Care, One Way Construction, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Biosports Physical Therapy, and the Windmill Restaurant. This concludes today's coverage of high school sports on your home for local sports, the NCW Life channel.